Yeah, sorry about that Sanji manga, man. It's not gonna happen.
Wow, that's how you wanted to start this. You just want.
I mean, we were just talking about it, and it is a One Piece live stream, so it seemed appropriate.
Listen, man. It's like I said, it's only making me lose sleep because I've thought about pulling the trigger so many times, and every time I choose to not do it, it keeps going up more.
You know what? It's a lesson to take into the new year, man.
Well, no, I'm usually good at just pulling the trigger on other dumb shit. This is the one time I just chose not to do it. I don't have a problem doing that for other shit.
Next time, ask me. I'll guide you. I'll guide you in the right direction.
Hell no, you would have said no. You would have said no.
Said no.
Only because you don't because you're just hearing like hearsay. You're not in the trenches of looking at the cards and doing all that. Like you're not gonna feel it because you're not in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just gonna look at the raw data and look at that's a ridiculous price, but then like you don't know all the value of all the other cards and why the value of certain cards for this game
because
or whatever
of the way they play with other cards and. Yeah, I get it.
Favoritism. People have favorite characters.
Yours is Sanji, and here we are.
Yeah, or the Namis are just expensive just because they're Namis. Multiple
just
Namis.
Because people
not even Nami
are
mangas.
Booming.
Yeah, not even Nami mangas, just Namis.
Listen, man, isn't there one guy who bought a bunch of Nami cards?
Chin has a whole binder.
Really?
Chin has a whole he has pages of Nami and Yamato cards, pages of alts and special arts and promos.
No Robin? How do you feel about that?
I mean, hey, everybody got their own thing, right?
Yeah, no.
Not everybody has taste. You know what I mean? Some people like Reposado and some people like Blanco.
Some people like mezcal. Some people like spicy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Marco, what's going on? Nice to see you in the chat. And what is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another One Piece manga chapter live stream, live reaction to chapter 1170, title Contrary. And yes, we did see what Gabe did to Rob.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Gabe
is built different, honestly. He's a legend for that.
Bro.
And Rob handled it very well. I'm not so sure you would have handled it that good.
I would have just walked out.
If it were me, you would have been like, broke it up. Nah, I ain't playing with you, broke it up.
I would have just walked out. Rob is a good sport.
And what's funny is Vegeta would have been laid down right next to me too.
Shut the fuck up.
I would have had your dog. I would have had your bed and your dog.
That sounds crazy. This feels wild, disrespectful. I don't know why this feels disrespectful.
I stole your bitch from you. Get it, female dog? Yeah.
Nah, I'm crying. Nah, bro, because you've seen how I handle high stressful random situations. I handle them well.
I have. Yeah. It doesn't mean you wouldn't have been like, bro, get the fuck up.
I wouldn't have been laughing. I would have been like,
I don't know why you thought this was okay. I don't know how you got in here. Nothing better be broken.
Luffy heard you talking about other bitches.
He's like, Dad, don't.
He's trying
to help me.
Bro said, no more dogs. No more dogs.
Yeah. Dude, I just logged onto Shonen Jump website, and there is so much to catch up on. Black Clover came back after 4 months with 3 new chapters.
It ended, right? No? I saw some people complaining about the ending already.
Yeah, man, I've been complaining since before he even went on not a hiatus, but going quarterly. It's just,
do you have an issue with where the story's going, or just because it's quarterly?
I kind of have an issue. I don't even want to say where the story's going. They're just, how people are saying, and I don't want to get into it too much. How people are saying Stranger Things ending was just fine. It was safe.
Yeah.
I would say the same about Black Clover.
Okay.
It's just you wish they could have done more. Is it bad? No. But we're here.
It's just he's just trying to get it over with, it seems like, right? I guess.
Yeah. It's a shame.
So
but at the end of the day, Black Clover was never groundbreaking.
Yeah. It
Even
just
when it
it,
came
it
out,
did the
people
shonen
complained
trope
about it.
well. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
did shonen
strong.
well. I do genuinely think there was a point in time where Black Clover was better than My Hero. Um,
Yeah.
I
Okay,
think
I see what you
even up until they got to Wano, I'm just calling it Wano because that's
Yeah.
basically where they went. They went to. I made a joke because, like in the story, they went to Wano as soon as we got out of Wano in One Piece.
100%. Yeah.
Um,
Oh, were you reading it?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't
See,
know that.
no, I f with Black Clover, bro. Like, I
Yeah.
really bang with it. So, like, I really did think that it was better than My Hero at a point. Like, I
When
was
the
anime
anime was
only.
airing?
I was anime only. The shit, like, I started reading even while the anime was still running weekly. I was like, nah, I need to know what's going to happen. I need to
Yeah.
keep going. So, and I was a big fan of the art. Like, I was a big fan of the concept. And like, what I liked the most about Black Clover is the supporting cast is mad strong. They always get love. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it was very reminiscent, especially at the time because I was just starting One Piece, of getting kind of those similar things, like the amount of character development the Black Bulls got, and even other people that's not part of the Black Bulls got,
Yeah.
light years ahead of anything My Hero did for its size characters.
Dude, no, I will say about side characters with Black Clover, they did uh, a woman, like a
Yeah,
girl, a
Mariolona.
female side
Yeah.
character. No, I wasn't gonna say Mario
Oh,
Leonia.
Noelle.
Noelle.
Yeah,
Noelle is the
Noelle's
best female
probably the
side
best.
character
Actually,
in most shonen, probably.
and probably the last like like I can't even think of like Nobara's not, you know what I
No,
mean?
Nobara's
Like
not.
Maki
Maki's
don't count,
cool,
but like
but she's like an edgelord. Like
oh
she changed drastically.
Ochako,
Could never. Could
right?
never. And
Sakura, right?
ha
Like
ha
uh
or Ihime. No.
but
Urza maybe, but or that was back in like the early
yeah, and
2000s, right?
Urza's like a
Different generation.
Urza's like a different beast. You know what I
Beast.
mean? Like
She's like Mario Leonia
yeah,
and Noelle.
like they just have Urza just win just to win because she's Urza.
Yeah.
But like Noelle's character, great development. The how
Great
she got
fights.
her upgrades made sense. Right? Like
The
they were like,
Valkyrie
oh,
armor.
bro, well, first time they did the Valkyrie armor, I was like, nah, this is gas. Like,
Yeah. The thing with her like brother and sister, and then her oldest brother, her two brothers and the sister, how they were like abusive towards her and shit.
Then they had to finally eat shit because they realized she was that. Oh my god, Black Clover is
Just and then the best part of Black Clover is rivalry done right.
Done well.
and
Oh
Yuno,
my god, bro. They didn't even have no beef for real. They was just rivals.
Rivals, but they loved
And
seeing each other
they
grow.
wanted each other win. And they kept trying to get better. Oh my god, bro.
No, Black Clover, you can make an argument is better than My Hero.
I do think it is better.
And then when the anime was out,
hear me out.
When the anime was out, it had better fights than My Hero. I'll tell you that right now.
Bro, the Luck fight? Not the Luck fight, when Luck and them pulled up on Finral's brother?
When he was about to murk him during the tournament? Like,
also, the fact that he was about to get murked, I was sitting here like, yo, why they beating him up so bad? I'm like, hey, this is a shonen. Why are you beating him?
Holes through his body.
Oh.
Finral got messed up.
Oh. I hear me out. I might be wilding. We starting the stream off hot. It's first 10 minutes. I think Black Clover is better than JJK.
That's tough. I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that.
Listen.
Oh, Black Clover or JJK. So that's to say you're putting we're not comparing JJK to My Hero right now, but you're putting Black Clover over My Hero?
Yes.
Okay. JJK. Oh, the thing with JJK, I mean, story-wise, Black Clover is better.
Yeah.
Hands down.
I think Yami better than Gojo.
I love Yami. Yami. I love him.
He said, oh, don't make me agree. He said, don't make me agree.
He smokes.
He's always taking a shit.
He's got shadow powers. People are always finding him on the toilet.
The Black Bulls hide out, the base. the world building, the devils. They committed, bro. Listen, I know Black Clover's currently, crawling to its end, bro. But like what Black Clover accomplished in about the same amount of chapters, right? It ain't that much longer than JJK, right?
No, I think it definitely is. Hold on. Black Clover has 389. So
Okay.
almost 400. So that's almost double what
Okay.
JJK got.
It's because
No, you know
JJK is
what?
240.
I think this deserves a deeper conversation. But if I had to gun to my head right now, if I had to pick, yeah, I mean, I guess I would also pick Black Clover. I mean, I have a Black Clover tattoo.
Yeah. For free? For free, Danny?
Oh, for free, right next to the Plus Ultra. No, I get it, man. I don't have a JJK tattoo, so
just saying. I don't know. Let us.
Here we go. You heard it here, folks.
Let's do a poll in the chat. Let's see. We don't do polls that often here. Which manga?
Yeah, no, I was ready to say Black Clover was definitely better than My Hero, but is it? Honestly, JJK really just has. I think the anime carries it in a way that the anime carries Demon Slayer.
Yeah,
because the animation really is that good. Because the JJK manga, I think that Tabata's artwork in Black Clover is better than JJK, hands down.
Oh yeah,
Tabata
he cooks in that.
Amazing artist.
How he uses blacks, great.
Yeah, that sounded.
God, that sounded wild. Yep, that sounded wild. So, One Piece chapter 11, One Piece chapter 1170. If you guys want to follow along, we will be reading the official Viz translation on that website. Make sure you guys, if you have not already, subscribe to the channel, because if you're here watching and not subscribed, what are you doing? Also, guys, like the stream. There's 8 viewers right now, 2 likes. Come on, guys. We're trying to help the channel get to 10,000 subs by the end of 2026. So hitting those likes on the stream greatly helps to promote the channel and these videos to other people to see if they might like it too. What else I gotta say? Channel memberships, $199. If you guys want to check those out to also support the channel, you get access to special emojis to use in the chat. We just dropped a couple new emojis. We have Kimmy, Do Flamingo. We have me blowing a kiss. We got Danny with his Twilight ear rub. You know what I mean? So those are there. You also get access to early access to our official episodes that release every other Tuesday. And also, guys, we have this thing now, the community board. Where people have been posting like a lot of their stuff. Zolu, one of the people that's in Kimmy's One Piece streams, post a lot of their fan drawings. We got people posting their polls for the One Piece card game. We got a lot going on there. So if you guys want to chop it up, I still don't know how to use Discord yet. I'm still trying to teach myself how to. But in the time being, if you guys want to chop it up with each other as a fan, as a group, as a collective, you can check out the One Piece community board on the YouTube channel. People so far in the poll are saying Black Clover, but it's only 5 votes, so we'll keep that going. All right,
Marco, I disagree with you. Season 3 will not be the last time JJK is actually good. I think there's a lot to look forward to, fight wise. If the animation's good, even regardless of the way the Sukuna fight goes down, it's still going to look amazing. So,
well, Marco's saying My Hero clears both.
What? Where did he say that? Oh my God! No, I absolutely disagree. What? Because it has a better cast? No, that's absolutely not true. We don't even know those kids.
We don't even know those
kids. We got a backstory for like every single one of the Black Bulls, an in-depth backstory that we didn't have to wait until the end of the series to get. I don't want to. No, I'm telling you, dude. They even have to go. On,
they even introduced what's his name, Mad Late, Noct, the Vice, the Mad Late, and they still did a great job.
Great backstory. Had got me in my feels, made me feel bad. Had to do with Yami and like the other captains. No, it's great. And Deku is cringe.
And
frankly.
Asta gets better in regards
to like
we
read his message
vibes. We wrote
My Hero Academia clears both in the end because maybe Black Clover has a better cast, but My Hero delivered through and through.
Yeah, that's what I said, right? He said that My Hero.
Yeah,
you
both. Said I read the second part wrong.
Oh.
Black Clover has the better cast. It does. My Hero delivered through and through. It did not deliver in the ending, but that's my opinion. Because at the end of the day, I'm still having the same complaints about Black Clover's ending. So can I really talk?
Yeah. I mean, I guess at this point, it's like better to be safe at this point with some of these manga endings than to just like take a risk, right? Because then you have Attack on Titan, right?
Yeah. Okay. Damn. Community, we really do it to ourselves, guys. We shoot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, it's damned if
I
you
can't
do, damned
blame
if,
them. No,
damned
you're
if you
right.
do, damned if you don't.
No, yeah, okay, you got me.
Yeah. All right. Wow, that was some real anime yap. We don't even get to do that on the pod.
We're passionate. We're passionate.
We don't even get to have those conversations on the pod.
Kimmy would have deaded it immediately. She's like, I don't know Black Clover. So
I don't know Black Clover. I only like My Hero.
I think she would really rock with Black Clover.
I think so too.
Really like it.
But that's a lot. That's a big ask.
Yeah, no.
That's like that's a long game.
That's 2027.
We might be able to get her to do it when the anime ends.
Yeah. Okay. Last thing. Anime's coming back. Black Clover anime is coming back, and I am thrilled. When it came to a halt, I was like, it was like during the pandemic, and I'm like, we have all this time, and the popularity has not gone down. I don't understand.
The story is getting so good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they really, just like this is why weekly anime had to stop. They were so close to the manga. They were so close. Like, because when I started picking up the manga from that point, I was like, oh. It's like 20 chapters.
It's like 20 chapters.
Yeah, it's like 20 chapters.
Dude, that's another crazy thing. Black Clover was weekly. Like the last one to do it, and it started around the same time as My Hero, which is wild that My Hero was seasonal and Black Clover was weekly.
My Hero came out 2016. Black Clover came out, I believe, 2017. I want to say. It was around where what's that stupid thing? Boruto started airing.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's me off the top of my head.
Black Clover started October of 2017.
Yo, my memory, bro.
Yeah. Why do you have such a good memory, bro?
I don't know.
Podcast.
I have a podcast. Nah, I've always been like that.
Started in April of 2016, so a year and a half apart.
Yeah, so they had a whole head start, but Black Clover was just weekly. Black Clover should have did seasonal.
If they went seasonal, oh my god,
the animation would have been peak.
Even as a weekly,
it was still such. They had cubes. Moments. They was doing the cubes. The Sakuga, the cubes.
No, come at me, anybody? No, Black Clover. Oh God, look at that! I can't wait to read these new chapters. Wait, so you don't read the manga anymore?
No, I stopped once it started going to the every 3 months. I said, I've already tortured myself by reading Berserk. I won't do this to myself with Black Clover. I'm not gonna be like a Hunter x Hunter fan.
I think at this point you might as well just.
I'm waiting for the anime. I'm waiting for the anime.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
I think that I'll probably have more patience and like give more grace based on how they adapt it in the anime than if I just try to breeze through the manga.
100% agree.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now we'll talk about One Piece.
Here we go.
One Piece chapter 1170. I guess I'll take the cover story and our first for 2 pages or 4 pages. How we want to do this time? It's not a lot of dialogue, so I'll do 4.
All
right. Chapter 1170, contrary cover story. We have reader requests because you guys wanted to get out of the Yamato cover story.
I'm still fine with it.
Jinbei as a station worker for the Eel Railroad, giving passenger eel bentos for lunch by 420 land.
Interesting. What? 420 land? Oh, okay. That's the person who requested it. Okay.
Yeah, by 420 land.
I mean, it's cute to see the Straw Hats as kids.
Yeah, we got Chopper and Luffy off to the side. Robin, because they can't age her to the same age as the kids. Because she's so much older than them.
She's 10 years older.
With Nami, Zoro and Sanji beefing. At first, I was like, is that Laboon? But then I just had to read the thing. It says Eel Station.
Oh, okay.
So it's just
Eel Bento. It's a little messed up.
And
Chopper's there.
What's his name? Laboon don't got lips like that. He's not Mr. Popo.
I
know. I got you. Got you.
I wish like if they did all this and like had Jinbei as the one, I wish that they would have included Frankie and Brooke in
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, Brooke would have been probably still a skeleton actually.
Mm,
So nothing new there, but Frankie, come on.
word. Okay. So, cover story out the way. Let's get into the chapter. Chapter opens up with Loki being on the ground with the hammer swinging into a pillar. The confusion, the crunch hitting the pillar. Loki looking disgruntled, picking back up his sword, his hammer, getting up. Bastard! Hey, who threw this hammer at me? Come out and show yourself! As he walks back into the storeroom. I know they're in here, but I might as well get that devil fruit now. As we hear a crack noise, Loki looks confused. We see the hammer from behind, cracking into the ground, causing it to collapse in on itself. Loki looking confused. You gotta be kidding me. There's no way it's that heavy. As the hammer goes down into the ground. Is this castle falling apart or something? As Loki barely grabs onto a random piece of the ground that's still at the top. Oof. You waste your time, Loki, as Harold says. That devil fruit is a national treasure. It has lain dormant for centuries, not because no one chose to eat it, but because no one could eat it. As we see Harold with a bunch of swords stabbed through him and a bunch of the guards, Dandy killing me,
Sorry, man.
but because no one could eat it, as we see a bunch of the guards around him. Not a single one of them was chosen by Ragnar, as we see the hammers chasing Loki, just coming at him as he's screaming, huh? Huh? Like it's a Smash Brothers hammer. As we see Harold look down at him. But with the strength I now possess, as an axe and a blade comes towards him swinging with Conqueror's hockey coating, they cut off. It seems they seemingly cut him off from his leg. Both Gabon and Shanksa. Harold screaming, ah! Looking down, pissed off. Gabon saying he suffers immense pain from his wounds. Shanks, and the recovery effect is drastically slowed down. Well, not Shanks saying that. That's Gabon saying that. Shanks just giving 3 dots as we cut to Gabon looking dripped out. Give him enough consecutive hits, and we can manage to knock him out of commission. If these guys have any weakness, it's against those of us who can infuse our attacks with the color of the Supreme King. As Harold looks down at Gabon, screaming at him, Gabon!
All right. Good way to open up the chapter.
Yeah.
Not bad. That was good reading skills. Yeah, it does look like they cut off Harold's leg there because the emphasis that they put on the leg and like where Harold's is, I think they definitely cut it off. I actually think you can see at the bottom of the cuff, you can see where the leg would have separated.
Yeah. I see it now. Because before the first time I thought it was like, is his leg just so cocked back? But I guess yeah, they just sliced it off. So his bro's tipping over. Timber!
Dude, Harold looks like an absolute demon in that right page on the 3rd page, holding the axe and the sword with everyone around him.
Bro not smiling no more. There ain't no more happy Harold no more.
So we see that Ragnar is this sentient hammer that is giving Loki a really hard time. And not only is it sentient, but it is also extremely heavy as it crumbles the floor below Loki.
Yeah. They got Loki running around like a cartoon character.
Yeah, like up the rocks and everything. Yeah, it's funny.
Like
it's putting Loki in a brighter light, I think.
Yeah. Why they call it good reading skills? Man, Danny's a great friend. Y'all don't compliment each other.
That was pretty good.
Y'all need some more compliments and friends.
Cyborg Frankie, do we think a hammer ate a devil fruit or was it a chipmunk?
We'll save that because we're not there yet in the chapter. We're not there in the chapter.
All right.
Usopp might need some Henny to do anything. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible, but
I saw somebody make a TikTok saying that the reason why Gen Z and a bunch of people stop having fun going out to bars and clubs and stuff like that is because everybody stopped drinking Henny.
Yeah, I don't see anybody drinking Henny these days. Everyone's drinking like these seltzers,
tequila, or not at all, their vape.
Gin and tonics are still extremely popular.
Yeah, but
people love gin and tonics.
the
It's
days
crazy.
of Henny was gone, and but when Henny was in the streets were up.
The streets were up.
The streets were up. Even if you didn't drink Henny, you was
Dude,
around Henny. You was around Henny energy sometimes.
That's absolutely true. Every party, I can't do brown liquor.
Yeah.
I'm not built like that. I wish I was. If I did, maybe I'd have some hair on my chest, but here we are. But there was always somebody in a party drinking Henny.
And the Henny drinker is always it's
infectious.
Have
the bottle.
It's infectious. It's a whole energy that comes with it. They're like, and they don't even pour that shit.
To you and be like,
hey.
They would come up to you and be like, hey.
So
and you would take it.
Or sometimes they just don't give a fuck and they just rude and they just pour some in your cup that already has liquor in it. Like so I've seen it. I've been that guy. Remember when I had the Henny White? Remember when I had the Henny White?
That was a phase.
Yeah. That was the downfall of society when we decided to finally turn on Henny. That's
when people stopped having fun.
That's when people stopped having fun. That's when the world decided to go to shit. We turned on the one thing that always had our back, and that was Henny.
Yeah. Cyborg Crank is saying, gotta watch those calories. Was Henny high? I guess brown liquor has sugar.
I mean, brother, if you drink Henny, you're also probably drinking it with like the most sugary shit ever. Unless if you if not drinking it on the rocks, you're drinking it with Coke. You're drinking it with cranberry. You're drinking it with pineapple juice. You're drinking it with Red Bull. It's like there was no healthy way to consume. That makes you want to gag. Henny. The Red Bull one.
No, well, yes, actually, no. Anything with Henny and I just can't do it. But yeah, Henny. If you're drinking Henny and Red Bull, you're a savage. Oh, of course you were. Of course you were, bro. Well, that doesn't surprise me because you pulled up to the gym right on the treadmill, chugging a fucking C4 energy drink, and I was like, I'm over here running next to you. I'm like, what?
Bro. I used to be able to drink the old recipe back in the day in college. I used to drink 2 Four Locos.
I've never had a Four Loco.
God bless you.
Yeah, I wasn't much of a drinker in my young years.
Yeah, I was in college, so at that point, Four Loco was the thing.
Marco, you're so sweet. Your favorite alcohol is Coca-Cola.
Wow.
And Liam, what's up, Liam? Oh, that's fizzy.
Liam not having it.
Oh man, Red Bull and Monster are nasty. I never liked energy drinks.
Once again not that caffeine sensitive.
Listen,
so
they serve a purpose.
Red Bulls get the job done for me that coffee can't do.
Dude, listen, when you only have less than 4 hours of sleep and you have to work a full shift or do something,
yeah,
you have to do it. Even I admit to it.
And then trying to stay up while being out back in the day, you probably you just woke up from a nap.
You're mad.
Because you started the night at mid. You started the night at midnight. Henny and Red Bull.
That's it.
Henny and Red Bull. Yeah. Oh God, this podcast is not sponsored by Hennessy.
Yeah, we
or Red Bull.
Or Black Clover
or Black Clover or One Piece.
Definitely not One Piece. All right, do you have anything to say about these last two?
Give my guy Gabon some praise for his Gabon with the grays and the black, the salt and pepper look. Pedro Pascal can play him right now.
I would no, I wasn't definitely not Pedro. No one Spanish. I was gonna say Gabon looks hella Asian here.
Yeah,
dude, he looks like a kung fu master with the beard that he has, those little balls. He looks like the sensei from Kill Bill.
Word.
But I like that Gabon's confirming to us here the weakness that any one of the Gods Knights has is not someone who has Conqueror's Haki, but somebody who can infuse their attacks with Conqueror's Haki. Big difference. Big difference.
Haki does all.
Yeah, Haki does all. All right. Going on to the next two. After Gabon and Shanks cut off his leg, Harold comes with the fury of 1,000 winds. You really dare make an enemy out of me? Sending his axe flying and Shanks and Gabon dodging up in the air. Even Shanks hits him with a little, oh! Gabon's like, whoa! Of course I can. Of course I do. I can't let you roam free in this state of madness. How do you know the weakness of the Knights of God, Gabon? Buddy, they came after us several times trying to take you back. Huh? We had a little flashback. We know you have a child with red hair. He must be the son of our commander. Hand the boy over. And Gabon with a smile on his face. Yeah, boy. And each time they did, we beat them black and blue. Ah, those were the times. Shanks is over here like, now that you mention it, I seem to remember that Sommers guy saying something like that. And Gabon's like, just some fond memories of a distant past as he hits the pose. I was surprised to learn that there was a proper combat force in the Holy Land, though. I assumed those celestial dragons were all chumps. Shank replies, yeah, they hardly ever come down to our world. They really believe they're gods. Makes me shiver to think of the life I might have had. As Gabon looks over to him, buddy, we call that fate. As they duck and weave and dodge again as Harold goes to swing. I want to save Harold somehow, Gabon. Yeah, but you were the one who taught me about the despair of what it means to become a knight of God. Seems like Loki is our only hope, right? As they continue to battle on. We cut back to Loki and Ragnar as both seem to be gasping for air. I keep telling you, get out of my way, you stupid hammer. Does this mean you're supposed to be the guardian of the national treasure? How does a hammer move on its own? What's your deal anyway? As the hammer swings forward, as Loki cocks his hammer back with black lightning all around it. Just give it a rest as he swings his hammer forward and it shatters into a million pieces against Ragnar upon impact. Conqueror's hockey sparks flying through the air as Loki then looks at his hammer broken into pieces. Oh, my hammer! As you see Ragnar away, smoking at the tip as it clunks down on the floor. Loki turns around and looks, and what? He sees a chipmunk with his hair looking like a hammer and a big bump on it as the chipmunk's looking dazed and confused. As we see Harold, we cut back to Harold again. Be gone! As he swings his axe and sends his guards flying. How do we end this fight? He's got Supreme King Hockey too. That's a first. Those are mine. So Harold has Conqueror's Hockey and Loki has Conqueror's Hockey confirmed.
Yeah. Sean, stupid. Corey, come home. The kids miss you. I miss you. That's dramatic. It's because him and Izzy and all of them was like out in Queens hitting a whole bunch of tournaments trying to get these promo cards. I think they did not do that.
I got you.
I did not do that. I did not go to Queens. So, but have good luck with you guys getting your promo cards. Hopefully, you guys got your stuff. I think there's like a Roger
Sean,
promo card. Everybody's trying to get.
Where'd you place, man? What happened? What'd you do?
I mean, I think they went to like 3 tournaments.
Did you guys win anything?
Yeah. Yeah. Sean missed out. Sean, if you still in the chat, I was just telling Danny how pissed I am that how much the Sanji manga has gone up, and I should have pulled the trigger 2 days ago, a week ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, every other time because of how much it costs now. But we won't get back into that too long. Let's see. Somers getting stopped out on multiple occasions is hilarious. And it's not looking good for Shade.
It's not for Shade? Saint Shade?
Yeah. Because Shade be over here glazes Somers. Like, meanwhile, they're just saying, like, oh, yeah, Somers, we be whooping his ass all the time. Team Rocket blasting off again.
That is, seeing the memes that people have come out with of the way the Roger Paris just would smoke the Gods Knights on a regular basis, it's so funny.
Sean, you gotta look it up, brother. I'm in the middle of the stream. You gotta see the price. You got a phone? Don't be like, give me access to send the calendar.
Bonnie's $750, man. There you go. Saves you. Listen, I'm the one in the chat who's always sending the links when someone's like, drop the link.
I hate when people say send the link. I hate that in the big 2025 or 2026 with our own. I'm like, yo, bro, we got the same phone. We both got Google. And you want me to do more work to make your life easier. I hate it. I already told you that it exists. I already did the typing.
I'm an enabler, man.
I already did
send
the
link every time.
Don't stop sending the link.
I'm an enabler. What can I say?
Yeah, these were some really, really cool panels. You know what I mean? In between.
Yeah, I mean, they're ducking and weaving and info dumping on us on how like the Gods Knights work and everything. I think the most interesting part of these 4 pages that I read was that Ragnir turned into a chipmunk. Who would have seen that coming?
Squirrel or chipmunk? What are we calling this? I've heard
I mean,
everybody
because
say
of
it's.
the
I heard
teeth?
everybody say a squirrel.
I've heard both. The teeth is giving like it reminds me of like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah, it
I
reminds
don't
me
know
of
if
it reminds me of
squirrels-
Sandy Cheeks.
Oh damn! Yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's a rodent.
Well,
It's a
in One
rodent.
Piece, it does matter, right? Because somebody might
That's
have the
true.
chipmunk fruit.
You're right. Bless you. Nah, you're right.
So yeah, the fact that we learn about that the God's Knights actually was trying to get Shanks back.
Yeah, I think that's interesting.
That I didn't.
That they recognize them and like, yo, that's a spitting image of Shamrock.
And they was like actively going like chasing the Roger pirates.
Yeah, not just to go after their bounty, but to go after Shanks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they knew where Shanks was the whole time.
So like that was a interesting thing to learn, that they was like actually that's who the Roger pirates were consistently just smoking left and right, was the God's Knights. It wasn't even just regular Marines chasing them. So that was like good info. When I was reading this, bro, and I seen Loki's hammer get like smashed or whatever, I was not expecting the shit to turn to a squirrel. Oda is crazy.
Oda really knows how to subvert expectations.
Like
Marco said, there's like a whole mythology that like it's a squirrel that like runs up and down,
or whatever, Radikatsker or whatever,
that like runs up and down the Yggdrasil tree, like bringing the chatter between the Nidhogg dragon that lies at the base of the tree and some like griffin eagle bird at the top.
Yeah.
So I can't. All right, I'm not gonna say anything more then.
I'm not gonna say anything more. Yeah, this shit was hilarious. I did not see it coming. And also like I want to like appreciate the fact that Oda really tried to turn this into like comedic. He does not take a break into trying to make some shit funny.
Dude, One Piece is funny.
So and Harold is these poor soldiers, these poor guards.
Yeah,
you was just
can't catch a break.
You was just on the job.
They're laying their life down.
Being father
for their country.
See a One Piece fan letter makes being father in One Piece the worst.
It's not easy.
The worst.
And like Gabon said, this is not only a God's Night. This is a God's Night with Conqueror's Hockey.
Yeah.
This is a first. All right, you want to take the next two?
Yeah. Marco, Gabon was smoking that Soma's pack every week. Shay could eat dust. Shay not even here to defend himself.
Now we know why Sommers had PTSD when he saw Gabon.
He said, "Oh my god!" Oh yeah, and the Conqueror's Hockey thing, right? The fact that this is his first time fighting a God's Night with Conqueror's Hockey.
Yeah, it just said that.
Did you just say that?
Yeah, I said not only is he a God's Night, but he's a God's Night with Conqueror's Hockey.
Yeah, but like
That's first.
Like I'm saying, like I was more or less, I guess, trying to take note of the fact that like, is this confirming that none of the God's Knights, even Garling, has Conqueror's Hockey?
From what I've seen from Garling, he definitely don't have Conquerors. They're definitely not. Shanks, we obviously know has it. Shamrock, I would be beside myself if he didn't have it.
Yeah.
I really don't know what it is, but I really like Shamrock. Is that weird? Is that weird? Like for some reason, I don't like Shanks. I like him. I like him, but I just I keep him at an arm's distance. It's like that Dokes meme. I'm watching him like,
he's sitting there at the wheel.
I'm watching you, but Shamrock, something about that man.
I
think
it's
the hair.
I think it's the hair. I think you like the fit better. You hate like Shanks dresses like a homeless person that you see on like the 6 train. Like
yeah,
you see a Shanks like going down
with the scar on the face, the missing arm, the bag.
Yeah, it's not. I get it. I get what the aura, the swag is there. So because like Gabon didn't get to fight with rocks, right? So he didn't even notice that like Roger and Garp were saying the same thing about the fact that the Rocks having Conqueror's Hockey was making it like more difficult for them to like kind of like really do damage. So having that combination of this ability in the Conqueror's Hockey, not a fun time.
Not a good combination.
All right, now I'll take the next two. Let's see. Shaw said people were calling out one of the God's Night silhouettes look like Mihawk. I think people got to let it go, man. I don't think Mihawk is just that guy.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You think you think Mihawk is
really
special?
Care. I do think Mihawk is. It's the eyes, man. Not that many characters have those eyes. He has those eyes for a reason.
But lots of characters have crazy eyes, not just those eyes.
Okay, who is it? Mihawk, Cavendish, Emu.
Well, you're just talking about those eyes specifically,
those,
right?
Like double circle
I'm just
eyes.
saying they just have crazy eyes. I'm just saying crazy eyes. Like there's all types of crazy designs all through One Piece. So like
the Samuel L. Jackson crazy eye.
Sure, like from Django.
Sure.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Not Django. That's just it.
He don't do it that often.
He did it in Pulp Fiction. He did it in Django. He did it in that one movie where he like had that chained up white girl.
Okay. Well, all right. All I'm saying.
That's 3 off the top of my head, man. That's
okay, you got it. You got it. You see more movies than me, brother. So you got it. But I'm saying like there's plenty of other characters in One Piece that have so many weird features. So it's like we're only choosing to choose the circle one, I guess. Which like we should probably keep that same energy for all the other bonkers designs we've seen of crazy.
I mean, we know there's a long arm people and long leg people. So like, yeah. We know, man.
We see some weird shit. All right. Next 2 pages. We see Ja Rule on the ground. Guards! Find some way to hold Harold back. You must not let Harold have that devil fruit. As we see a scream coming from the castle. Ah! All the guards, all the fodder getting just smoked. Rah! Rah! Fa! Just a bunch of spears going through Harold as we see, I guess, like the sound of the abyss and the regeneration from the top happening on the panel. Now, we cut to the squirrel next to the chest, looking at Loki, giving him a head bow like he's one of the fighting dugong from Alabasta, as Loki reaches in the chest, grabs what looks like a small little flower, but it's actually a devil fruit, gulps it down as we see claws start to come from his hand, and he starts to transform with a cricking noise. Then, back in the castle room, we see a big black mist come into the room. Now, we see the squirrel looking happy, dancing. And we see running with the shadow, dun, 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 dashing straight to Harold as Harold is bashed by a bunch of flames with a sword, axe in hand, dead bodies hitting the floor, looking down at the shadowy figure. So you ate it, Loki. Then show me that legendary power as we now cut into a battle sequence in which we do not get to see Loki's form at all, but we do see Harold relentlessly slashing at the shadow as it does nothing. We now see Harold get slammed into a wall and with a slash through his face as he regenerates. Now we see his face getting cocked up, getting thrown to the ground. We see a hole in his head as he still regenerates, as we now see the shadowy figure grab Harold by his head and neck up to the ground. What looks like to be a beast with horns and some claws. We then see Loki go back to his human form as he untransforms, grabs the hammer Ragnir, coats it with a bunch of Conqueror's Hockey as Harold looks at him, out of breath. I knew it. Loki, you possess the blood of the Supreme King.
Dang. These last 4 pages are absolutely crazy.
Oda is a menace because
he doesn't show us what Loki is.
Why are you still doing this?
Because why do it now when he can show us in like 8 to 10? Actually, no, it's going to be like another 20 chapters. It could even be longer, dude. It could even be longer.
Yeah, he got to come straight. He needs to come straight out the backstory and do it. This is getting ridiculous.
No, dude.
Okay. I guess we need to address the squirrel. But I tried to make sense of it. I do not think it's a squirrel that ate a hammer fruit, right?
No,
because
the squirrel would have died.
The squirrel would have died, right? So, I guess during the ancient times when technology was way better, the same way Vegapunk figured it out, that somebody imbued a hammer. Damn, Vegeta is barking OD. Let me go check what's going on.
Oh, Vegeta's alerting him. So like Corey, I don't want to repeat what Corey was going to say because he's going to come back and say it anyway, but it's probably a hammer that ate a squirrel fruit some kind of squirrel fruit that gives it squirrel-like abilities. I don't know, but it's the only way it can explain a hammer that would have survived centuries, if not a millennia of time.
Also, an option that is there is it's really just a funky hammer.
That's it. Oh, wait. What do you mean?
Like it could just be like a mythical hammer. Not like anything to do with devil fruit. It could just be its own thing. That's still an option. It's not an option.
Yeah. I mean, I just think I think the thing that just makes the most sense is that it's a hammer that ate the squirrel fruit.
Yeah.
And like people are saying like, oh, but what's the squirrel fruit do? It's not going to do much. I just think that it's just something fun that Oda wanted to do to just incorporate Norse mythology into the story, especially if the theories that some people have come up with in that Loki's devil fruit is, Cyborg Frankie, I know that you put Fenrir there, but that it is the Nidhogg fruit, right? That it's the dragon that lives at the base of the Yggdrasil, and the Ratatats or whatever his name is.
Rattata.
Is associated. Rattata. Let's just call it Rattata.
Yeah.
Is associated with that dragon. And from like what we see here, it is a ginormous, monstrous beast with claws.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty cool if it was a dragon. Right?
I'm gonna say the silhouette during that fight as Harold was getting cooked is looking like American Dragon Jake Long.
Hey,
American Dragon. That's not, you see it though, right? Remember when he, before the second season redesign, when they made him super skinny, the first season design of American Dragon Jake Long looks like this.
Yeah.
Or it's a squirrel fruit too.
No, what I think is hilarious is the giant treasure chest and the fruit is like minuscule.
So yeah, and that moment made me say like, okay, well, it's not the gum fruit. Gotta let that go.
Yes, the theory that the national treasure is a gum fruit is
that is out. I want to hold on to the funky thing that like, yo, if Loki ends up looking like a squirrel, that's going to be fucking hilarious, bro.
Dude, when the leaks first came out, people had like this, like people thought that like Loki had turned into a squirrel, like he ate the devil fruit.
Yeah.
And like those were what the leaks were. But and when I first saw it, I was like, you know what? I trust Oda. Let's see what he has for us.
Yeah.
But I would really like it to just be the way it is now. I don't want that to happen.
Sean said, do we want it to be a dragon or a wolf? I think I
know some people are gonna say we just got a dragon with Momonosuke, but
I mean we got a dragon with Momonosuke and Kaido, and we just got a dog with Yamato.
Yeah, so it could go either way, honestly. Just give us another dragon. I just think the way the Nidhogg thing, the way it works, I think it works really well.
Yeah. Any other things of note here besides the squirrel being happy for him and giving his loyalty, and that's the homie now?
Harold got absolutely destroyed when Loki turned into this whatever form that it is, right?
Yeah.
Like he absolutely did not stand a chance. Okay, look, I found the fake art. It was on Anime Balls Deep's YouTube channel.
Mm.
The way that this person like drew Loki looks absolutely crazy.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That's terrible. But you know what? When I saw this, I was like, all right, we trust Sonoda.
Those are the moments when you have to say to yourself, and I was like, and that's why Oda's making One Piece and not me.
Exactly.
Right? Other people swear they could tell the story, and like you got to realize, because like think about the backlash, and I wasn't even here for it. Right? What was people expecting? Well, no, I was here for it when Gear 5 came out. They were expecting Gear 5 to like an edgier version of Gear 4.
Yeah, they really wanted like Getsuga Tensho Ichigo.
Like
when Gear 5 came out.
And
like
those
the drawings that people would
was
make like
so
Luffy
not
all
One Piece.
black.
It was so not One Piece. I was like, what anime is this?
Yeah.
It was
So
more egregious than when we used to draw like Super Saiyan like
600. Yeah.
13 or whatever other shit. Like just bigger hair. More fur.
So whatever it is. But it's definitely not a squirrel. It is I hope it's for me, I hope it's a dragon.
Yeah.
I hope it's the Nidhogg fruit. I just like the way it works lore wise.
Yeah, bro. If it's designed just like American Dragon Jake Long, I'm playing the song immediately. He's cool, he's fast like the chosen one.
I will say, if it is the Fenrir fruit and he has the ability to shapeshift, that's just selling stocks that he will join the Straw Hats because he can adjust his size or whatever because he's a shapeshifter.
Is that what a Nidhogg does?
No, not a Nidhogg. The Fenrir.
Oh,
it's
okay.
Has shapeshifting abilities. That's the wolf.
Okay, so
that's Loki's.
that immediately would get us
mythology.
Around.
Yes.
That
in Norse mythology, that is Loki's child. So that's why people would be like, "Oh yeah, it could be Fenrir."
Okay, cool.
And Fenrir is the one that like announces the end of the world, Ragnarok.
Yeah, I mean, shit. At this point, you're doing all this. Like, if it does give him that ability, we also get a companion squirrel on the ship to talk to Chopper.
You know what? The pieces are, but I don't think so. If it's a dragon, he's not fitting on the ship. Because we all thought, oh, maybe his devil fruit can like adjust his. No, if it's a dragon, it's a wrap.
We're cooked. If it's a dragon, we're cooked.
He's gonna like fly above the sunny. No, as much as I want it to happen, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to finish this off?
Let's do it. All right. So we have again Harold's confirming that Loki has Conqueror's Haki. As Loki raises his hammer, also out of breath. Hey, are you back to your senses now? Only for the moment. Don't be mistaken. Look around us. There's no one doing what I've already done. But you're being controlled. Not exactly. I suspect that my very thoughts are being influenced by someone else. I'm beginning to think of myself as a god. I know that you will do an admirable job of pulling Elbaf in your wake. Make sure you get along with your brother. Just so you know, you're scum of the earth. As we see Shanks holding his head down next to Ja Rule, not giving him first aid. Forcing your son to end your own life? Even the lowest excuse for a father wouldn't do that. There's one thing I forgot to say. Thank you for what you did for Ida. Why? Burning down the Brewer's village won't bring her back. But I am grateful that you felt that way. As he points his finger towards his chest. Hurry now, before the control takes over. As Loki cocks his hammer back, coated in Conqueror's Haki. I'll never forgive you for this. How dare you force me to do this dirty work? As we see finally a smile on Harold's face. I love you too, son. As we hear a thundering crack coming down from the sky, piercing the walls of Aru's castle, as we cut to the final two panels in a double-page spread. Loki hitting Harold. No contact, though. As it shatters through Harold coming out the back. Loki, tears streaming down his face as he hears the little flashback of Harold. Loki, my son! All that matters is Elbaf's future as Harold begins to slowly fade away. And we see children playfully playing around and the shadow of Loki wailing in despair.
My Shayla!
I really, for me, I really felt for Loki in these last 2 pages.
He had to kill his own
The way
father.
he's like complaining, like, why are you making me do this? Why do I have to be the one to kill you? That's like just showing how Loki really cared about his dad.
Bro.
He loved him. And like,
Bro, when he hit him with the and good shit on killing that village for killing Ida.
no.
He said, I couldn't say anything, but I'm not mad at it.
Oh no.
I'm not mad at it. I could if I would.
Yeah, that I was glad he was able to say that, because Loki was in jail 3 hours before this,
Yeah.
right? Sulking and everything, and for Loki to also, you're right, for Loki to also look for Harold to sprinkle that in there right before.
He's like, I know that you loved her. Like, we know that you loved her. We know how you communicate. We know your trauma. Like, Harold has made so many mistakes in his life. But the one thing I will say is he's a better father than Boruto's dad, but
it's okay, guys. We have Naruto tattoos.
We have Naruto tattoos. It's okay, guys. But he is at least, he knows his son well enough to know like his intentions and who he truly is, even though behind like the crazy words and how he communicates and things like that. He accepts him for who he is.
Yeah.
He hasn't tried to tell him to change and be something else ever. Honestly, not that I can think of.
No. Because of he knows that his son didn't have the best childhood. He still he still instilled in him a lot of good moral values.
Yeah.
Like Loki's final thoughts here are, my son, all that matters is Elbaf's future. Right? Like, so now Loki, we know, takes the blame for what happened in Aru's castle with Harold because he wanted to preserve his father's name. That's a good son. That man was chained up in the underworld for decades.
Yeah. And it's probably,
he didn't want anyone to slander his dad's name.
And it's probably like so super confusing for Loki too, because like Harold was out here like going back and forth into like consciousness, you know what I mean, in regards to like, and now we got like an inkling of also what getting this contract does. It's not even like you're getting mind controlled. It's totally influencing your way of thinking. You know what I mean? So it's like, who's to say that certain God's Knights weren't one way before? And it even adds more detail to that little flash that Gunko had in regards to like, it almost looked like something was cracking through the contract. You know what I mean? In regards to a memory of something nicer or something, the love that she may have had for Brooke or something, you know what I mean? Something was there in that moment that has something to do with like how this contract works, because the thing that continuously seems to be able to cut through it is what Gabon said is love.
Breach.
It was between the rocks moment, you know what I mean? Those were moments that he was able to push through and be himself. It's happening here, and we saw a quick inkling happen when Gunko laid eyes on Brooke.
Yeah, I remember that.
And who's the king of love? Sanji. All that to push the Sanji agenda.
Yeah, I really felt for Loki here. He thought that there was a chance that Harold had come back to his senses here.
Yeah.
He really didn't want to kill his dad, man. And I hope when Harujin hears this, he feels like an asshole.
Oh God.
But also you can't blame him for thinking that Loki, really did do all of this.
Because like how this is all gonna end, like Ja Rule's obviously like being like, okay, I guess we're doing the propaganda. Like I don't know.
You don't think Ja Rule would have lost his memory? Or you think Ja Rule really is like,
brother, he is so coherent.
Yeah, he is so coherent at this moment.
It's no longer. It's better for the story if there were people that were up like part of a plan than like Ja Rule just forgot.
Or not forgot. No, not forgot. Lost his memory.
Well,
Like,
that's what. Well, same thing. You know what I mean? Ja Rule, just for the sake of the story, it'd be Ja Rule just forgot. He lost his memory.
yeah.
Like it's more powerful where it's like there was a conversation had where Loki's like, okay, we're gonna have to do this, or let's do this, or whatever. This is the best plan, especially because Gabon, and especially because Shanks and Gabon are here too. So it's like,
Hmm.
what's the point of having one nigga lose his memory when the other two are here to like fully remember?
True. Yeah. So they probably came up with this plan that it's better for the country than telling the truth.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If Loki's going to, at the end of the day, you know, with this conversation, it does more for Loki's character to have that moment. It's like, I'm not going to talk bad on his name. I'd rather me be the villain
Hmm.
than make him be the villain.
Yeah. Edge 2 Gaming said, I said since Loki is good like Zoro, Oda could be tricking us. Oda could be Nidhogg at the bottom of the tree in the underworld, like in the mythology, or he could be the hawk resting between the eyes of the eagle that watches over the Yggdrasil tree and communicates with Ratatoskr, who carries the messages between the two ends of the tree. So are you saying that Loki is good like Zoro? I'm a little confused with that one.
I think there was just like some typos maybe going on here. Like the same way that you know, Loki was tied up, like the way Zoro was tied up in the beginning.
Hmm.
But the Oda could be tricking us part. That's confusing me because you're trying to say that Loki's actually bad.
I don't. Yeah, I think this Loki bawling his eyes out like this. This really hurt him. His mom died, and she was an asshole to him. And Loki had to kill his own father. That's hard. Oh, Edge 2 Gaming again. Loki's arc is about his battle with love, from being discarded as a baby and losing the love of his mother, losing Ida's love, and then having to kill his own father, who would love him unconditionally. Like
Yeah.
LD. I don't know what that is. Cyborg Frankie, Shanks losing his arm on purpose confirmed? Absolutely. After he saw what happened to Harold and definitely heard what Harold said, he's like, no,
Yeah.
no, no, buddy. I'm not being controlled. I'm being influenced.
And then also, well, the two different levels of the contract, right? So like,
yeah, but you don't know.
He don't know. You don't know. I don't think he lost it on purpose. I just don't think he cared that it was gone.
Shanks, the arm?
Yeah. Like, I don't think he cared that he could have lost it. He could have been lost it. He had plenty of time to get rid of that arm.
Mm-hmm.
I think that like it was a moment when it happened, he was like, "Oh, good."
Mm-hmm.
Like, not intentional, you know what I mean? But like it happened, he was like, "It's probably for the best." Type of energy.
Yeah. Okay.
Not like let me go save this kid so I could lose my arm. That sounds like on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Let me put my arm right in the way of this eel. It was all part of my plan.
Yeah, right.
That's Eisen could get away with that. I wouldn't let Shanks get away with that.
Fair. Marco, Loki and Shirahoshi connection. What y'all saying about that? I know that some people are thinking that those are the two sovereigns that need to meet. And people might be wondering, well, why Loki? Well, Loki is the first person that was able to that Ragnar accepted. And I don't think it was just a test of strength, because if it was just a test of strength, Harold could probably have met those requirements, because Harold also has Conqueror's Hockey. But I think it has something to do with Loki's eyes. There's something about those eyes.
You still think it's something about his eyes? I just thought he was ugly.
Yeah.
I just thought he was ugly.
You think he's just an ugly baby?
Yeah,
dude, those eyes are wicked.
I think he's just an ugly baby.
Up for a reason.
No, they're bandaged up.
That's foolish. Why would Oda do that? Because he could have just made him ugly. Like,
you guys
like
are you being so
looked like Sanji.
Use your reading comprehension for 1 second, real quick. All right, do not be so literal about it. Right, understand the value and the meaning that it has for them thinking this whole country, because of the way Loki looked, of calling him a cursed baby. For all it was, that he wasn't cursed. All that stuff that was happening bad to the country was just happening. Loki was not cursed at all. There's nothing special about his eye. He's just an ugly baby. He just happened to be an ugly baby.
Oda knows how to draw ugly characters. We see that time and time and again. So why do something so specific?
Because you guys are harping on his eyes like this is Naruto. This ain't Naruto. This ain't Hunter x Hunter, bro. Like he could
All right.
just be funky looking, and
I
that
disagree.
that the literary use of that goes with the whole meaning of this backstory. You know what I mean? Like thinking that Loki is something cursed. That's what those people saw those eyes as. So if it just so happened to be they had all these thoughts about him, and he was just a baby. Truthfully, like in the most literal sense, right? He was just a baby, not so much like he was the son of a king and he'd have conquerors hockey. That's not how I'm viewing that. I'm saying like there was so much preconceptions on Loki as a character, and Edge too. This is adding to something you're also saying in the chat, which like I think everybody in the story has kind of figured out the misdirect in regards to thinking that Loki was an asshole a long time ago for the most part, but like him actually being a good person, he just has horrible communication issues. His eyes just being regular, all that to say, makes his character stronger and his backstory more what's the word I want to use? Tragic, because he was treated in such a negative way by everybody because of his appearance. You know what I mean? And there's so many characters we've seen Oda play that with, whether it be Katakuri with his ugly ass mouth, and then Brule with her funny nose, like the mistreatment that people will go. This is the highest lengths that a village or a town or country has gone in regards to like talking bad about a character based on how they look, when that's not what they are. You know what I mean? He is actually he was just a regular baby that was a giant with crazy ass eyes.
Well, time will tell. Time will tell about the whole eye thing. If Oda does nothing with it, hey, I'm gonna hold my hands up and say my bad. But I think that there could be something more to it. I think that there is weight behind Loki being one of the sovereigns that are supposed to meet. I think there is a reason why Loki was the one that Ragnar was like, all right, bet. Let's do it.
That could all be true too, but that's something completely different than these eyes. You're like kind of like changing the trajectory of the conversation.
I'm saying that the eyes are an inkling of something special with Loki.
Like he's an ancient weapon.
Well, look at what Cyborg Frankie just put in the chat. Loki is probably the closest thing to ancient giants with his crazy eyes. We know what ancient continent polars used to look like. They looked more demonic than what we see them as now because of the way genetics are with like inbreeding with other races and things like that.
Okay.
So maybe like those eyes is just like a genetic, not mutation, but something.
He just looks like what they used to look like. So he just looks normal.
Yeah, maybe his blood's more not normal in the sense of being an ancient giant. Maybe there's something special that comes with being an ancient giant, something in his blood.
Okay.
And his eyes are just a sign of that. Maybe because he has more ancient giant blood in him, more than Harold's father, and the one before him is the reason why he's able to use Ragnar.
Yeah,
Ragnar's like, oh, you are the closest one to what my boy had before.
So you're putting that much stock on the eyes, I guess, because your point right now, at least to me, is starting to branch off to too many other things. That's not kind of based on what I am specifically only talking about. So the conversation seems to be changing in real time.
I'm saying that the eyes are a factor, just a sign that Loki is something different. I'm not saying he has like genjutsu powers. I'm not saying he's got a dojutsu there.
Okay.
Right, with his eyes, he's gonna put someone in a Tsukuyomi.
Okay.
No, the eyes are just a sign that there's something different about Loki.
They're just a hereditary trait.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's got a genjutsu.
Okay, well, I'm not saying. I guess I took it as like you're saying that the eyes are an indication of like all the other stuff that happened wrong to Elbath.
No, what?
Right?
No, that has nothing to do with it.
Well, that's what. Well, like those were.
I brought it up with like, why did this squirrel choose him? It wasn't a test of strength because Harold could have met that. He has Conqueror's Haki. There's something with Loki because the conversation started with what Cyborg Frankie put in the chat with the two sovereigns meeting, Shirahoshi, and is it Loki? Is it Momonosuke? We don't know, but there is something special with Loki, and what Cyborg Frankie said with him being the closest to ancient giants, that seems plausible. Ancient giants have been around for thousands of years in the One Piece world. And maybe Ragnar saw that in him. He saw that, oh, you're more pure, right? I'm gonna say pure to what an ancient giant used to be. You are worthy of holding me, of possessing me, and taking this devil fruit.
Mm.
But I'm not saying the eyes have like special powers or whatever.
Okay.
The eyes are just like a factor, a sign, a variable to something deeper.
Okay. I guess I'm just saying I just think the eyes just might just be just a design choice. That's
And you
what
know
I
what?
think.
Time will tell. Time will tell. Edge 2 Gaming. Maybe Loki can read ancient writing with his eyes of the Galila because they shape the world and have a big hand in a lot of construction of the world.
See, man,
So
see
kind
this
of
is
like a voice of all things thing.
we turning the eyes into just like that. We turn the eyes into a Naruto
And you know
combo.
what? More theories are going to come out about the eyes. More, I promise you. O'Hara is going to be making a video. Grand Line Review is going to be making a video. Why? Because you just need to talk about it. You need to talk about it so that you can get it out of the way.
I get it. It's just that there's certain times where, like, for me, and this is just going to be me sounding like a complete like asshole and a gatekeeper. That's not how I'm trying to sound.
Marco's saying that you sound like Loki's mom over here about the eyes.
I don't like them. It's because I feel like I know that people are having fun with the story, but I also get sometimes don't get joy out of theories that feel like a waste of time. That just like are theories just for fun. Like I'm really trying to figure out the fucking story in the world. At least I feel like in my head when I'm saying certain things. And I feel like some people are just like saying theories just to have fun and dick around, which like both can exist. Not saying both can't exist. It's just that the eye thing feels so far-fetched from the type of story that Oda has told or how the story has gone this whole time, like in regards to just the power set and how other things work. Feels like, okay, we just dicking around. We making these eyes. We turn an eye thing into a big thing in this story because we've seen it in 2 other series. You know what I mean? Or 3, Code Geass, Naruto, and Hunter x Hunter. And we love those series, right? We love them. But it's like we're trying to tie some of our favorite things from those things and trying to cram it into One Piece too. I don't know. It's sometimes like we're losing the plot, guys. We're adding things that have never existed into this series, and just for the hell of it.
I hear it. The One Piece is a completely separate thing.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want Kishimoto to do
Oda.
Like let's go. Oda. Let's go back to the Mihawk conversation that we had earlier today when I was talking about the eyes. I don't bring up the shape of the eyes in a sense that they have some kind of special power. I bring it up in the same sense as like the Loki thing. Like it's just like a mark. A mark. That's a good word to use instead of variable or factor. It's a mark of something different. That's it. Like I'm not saying Oda's doing anything with eyes as far as powers and dojutsu goes.
Yeah, I think that's where my disconnect.
You got that
was coming.
dog in you.
Yeah,
that's that dog in you. That's what those eyes mean.
Yeah, I can understand if it's just like this is just how they used to look back in the day, so therefore like that recessive trait comes back down, and now you have the same eyes. So your eyes just look the same. Just look the same as the way ancient giants' eyes used to look, or I don't know. I don't know what oars looked like before turning into a zombie or whatever. Well, I guess where once again the line draws, like you said, when people start to give the eyes a lot of special abilities that can reshape the world, or to have like that type of level of importance versus just like what his blood is.
Yeah. So speaking of that, though, do you think that Loki could be one of the sovereigns that the Sea Kings was talking about that's supposed to meet up with Shirahoshi? Or could it could be, again, Momonosuke is still very much in that conversation. I don't think it's Luffy. It's definitely not Luffy.
I think it depends on what they said. There's 3 sovereigns.
No, I think it's just 2. When the 2 sovereigns will meet again. The day.
We're assuming. Oh well, I guess what are your thoughts in regards to like the ancient weapon?
Shirahoshi's.
You think Shirahoshi's one, and then one is a weapon, like an actual physical weapon. So then Loki would just be the other. You think are we saying you think Loki is just the other? At this point, it's like why one be the ancient weapon and the other one should be an ancient weapon too, right? If it's that big of a deal for them to meet.
Yeah, which brings Momonosuke back into the conversation.
Well,
or Loki.
At this point, it's probably Loki. It's not going to be Momonosuke, right?
You don't think so?
I
Remember,
think
there was something that in Odin's journal. Remember, they told and we're just talking. I don't know. They said, Momonosuke, you're special. You need to live. You're
um
going to change the world.
I think it's because
He has
of
the
whatever.
personal
I think it's
thing.
whatever to tie with Wano, maybe. You know what I mean? And having that importance and the ability to speak with Zunisha and having that control over Zunisha, I think that was his importance. Like Zunisha is only going to
Which we still
respond.
don't know.
What?
You know, we still don't know the importance of that relationship and what the whale tree had to do on top of Zunisha.
I wasn't even thinking about all that. I was just saying the fact that Zunisha has to listen to Momonosuke in order to knock down the Wano's borders.
Yeah. We don't know why, like what the relationship is there.
I just figured he just slaps it with his trunk and breaks the borders.
No. Yeah. But we don't know what the relationship between
we don't know
like Momonosuke.
We don't know the
Kozuki's.
Like we don't know the Kozuki's connection, but we know there is a deep connection.
Yeah,
and that is historical. I think more than it is a special thing, chosen one type aspect. Whereas like Shirahoshi is essentially a chosen one, right? Being you know every couple years, there is there's a cycle and it has the ability or whatever. So Shirahoshi being the chosen one, and if we are calling Shirahoshi one of the sovereigns, I think if we want to call Loki one of the sovereigns, then we gotta just at this point, wouldn't he just be an ancient weapon too?
Yeah. Maybe.
I guess I that's in my head, like how it feels like if one plus one should be
huge.
Yeah, but I'm not even
huge. And imagine, like, remember Kaido when he turned into a dragon? He was huge, but Kaido was nowhere near as big as someone like Loki.
Yeah.
Right now, imagine Loki if he really did eat the Nidhogg fruit or the Fenrir fruit, whatever, and then he turned he was gargantuan.
Yeah.
When he was in his devil fruit form, So yeah, maybe something that is a calamity. That's a calamity. So that I could see being an ancient weapon, right? And it could be Uranus, and I know a lot of people in the One Piece YouTube community love saying that it was Uranus that destroyed Lucia, and that's the weapon that
you hate that theory.
I hate that theory. Why? We already, and I'll say it again, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. We know that Pluton is a warship capable of destroying islands. What happened to Lulusia? It destroyed an island through some kind of laser cannon thing, right? Why would Uranus be the exact same thing when we have something like Poseidon, which is very different? The powers and the abilities are very different, right? And if we're taking into consideration that Frankie had the blueprints to the Pluton, and if we're supposed to assume that Frankie incorporated some of those things into the Thousand Sunny, like some people theorize, the Gaia cannon that shoots out of the Thousand Sunny's mouth is a giant laser, different color than what we see that struck Lulusia, because that was red, right? But why would Uranus and Pluton be the exact same thing? Could it be? Sure. It could be, but why are we making assumptions that it's Uranus? We know that there are blueprints for Pluton. So why would there are blueprints for Pluton, because if Pluton ever fell into the wrong hands, we needed to make another one.
So there could be multiple Plutons.
There could be multiple.
So
there could be the one that's in Wano, which was the one that was originally built by the Ancient Kingdom, or it was the one that they made to combat the one that the world government stole, which was the original one.
Well, now I'm not questioning who made what, right? I'm not talking about the reasoning. I'm just saying there's one that exists in Wano that we didn't see. We were told, right? And if we're hypothesizing, right, it could be one of these two options. We're calling either Loki Pluton or where's
Loki, Pluton, or Uranus.
Sorry, Loki's either Uranus Well, no, Loki's not even thing because we're talking about Pluton, right?
No,
We're not.
Pluton is the battleship.
Pluton's a
that
battleship. Loki could be
that destroyed
Uranus,
Lucia.
and what's
That's
her
what I'm
name could be
saying.
Neptune.
Poseidon.
Poseidon. Yes. Sorry, Neptune. But you don't think what destroyed Lelouch could also be Pluton?
No. So everyone in the One Piece community, YouTube community, assumes that the ancient weapon that Emu used to destroy Lucia
Oh,
is
it's
Uranus.
Uranus. Oh, I think it's Pluton.
I've been saying it's Pluton.
Yeah.
Why do people immediately assume that it's Pluton? We know that Pluton is a warship that is capable of destroying islands.
And
so why would it just be Uranus?
And we've seen maybe a baby Pluton built already, which is the Arc Maxim.
Oh, thank God! I thought you were about to say Sunny, and I was about to, the Sunny, and I was about to get so mad at you.
No. The Arc Maxim.
Yes, because we see it in the mural,
right,
on Elbaf.
And what was we may have seen like a baby version, and then we seen like a souped up version with the Mother Flame power.
Yeah.
Right. But maybe we haven't seen a perfected Pluton, right?
Mm-hmm. Because the power source has
either the power source or the blueprints. Gone. You know what I mean? Like they probably just have Emo probably just got one Pluton on deck.
Yeah.
And the other one was just and Wano never used.
Wano.
And now somehow figured out how to make his own, I guess maybe moon plans or whatever. I don't know.
Not moon plans. If like the plans originally came. There are people who came from space, from the moon,
all types of
the sky, whatever. They came, they intermingled with the community. Maybe they had some hand. The Galila giants were also there to help out. People were friendlier back then. We don't know, but yeah, maybe there was some sort of connection between Barca and the Kozuki clan or the Galila, whoever builds the Pluton. Maybe the Pluton is the Noah Ark in freaking Fishman Island. We don't know. But yeah.
Well, time to end the poll. Let's see what people got to say. 15
Black
votes.
Clover, let's go.
67% says Black Clover is better than JJK, and I said manga specifically, not anime. So I said which manga is better. I didn't say which anime was better because the fact that I feel like these days I really would argue with anime fans. I really have to like keep on telling people I'm just talking about the story, the manga. You like talking about the adaptation and the art and all this other shit that like has nothing to do with the story. I'm like
Demon Slayer. Like when you talk about Demon Slayer, we're talking about the story, guys.
Everybody's like, but it looks so good.
No one said it didn't.
No, I didn't say it. I didn't say it didn't look good. Oh God. Damn, bro, you telling all my business, Sean?
I was gonna say that.
It's because we go to go do some tournament stuff at Andrew's crib.
Corey's bunking with Gabe.
No, fuck no. Hell no, you're not gonna show and showdown me. All right, let's wrap up this stream. What are we thinking about this chapter? What are we giving it? What are our final thoughts?
Dang, man. If we had gotten a confirmation of what Loki's double fruit was, I would have 100% given it a 10 out of 10. I would have 100%. With the emotional moment at the end with Loki killing his dad, I would have been, and the Ragnar squirrel reveal and like Loki's double, I would 10 out of 10 easy. Yeah. Right. But unfortunately, I think I'm gonna stick with an 8 out of 10 for me. Like, yes, it was really emotional at the end, but
I agree. I'm also gonna give it an 8. It's because this is gonna be fucked up, I guess, but it's because Harold has had way too long to apologize. Like this nigga been apologizing for like 3 chapters now, and like I can only say like, oh, I feel so bad for Harold now. You're not all right. It's been 3 chapters now of it. Like,
yeah.
Granted, he keeps on adding dialogue to show his love for Loki. Being like, I appreciate you. Like, it's expanding more on his regrets and his like final goodbye and his moments. But we've been doing it for 3 chapters now. So
yeah, over it.
If anything,
send him away.
Oda should just like it's like he sparsed away the final goodbye over this time, instead of just knocking it all out in one go. Mm-hmm. Like let it be like an Ace being like, thanks for loving me, and sit in it.
And I better not hear. I better not see a panel in the next chapter of Harold being like, "Thank you for killing me, Loki. I'm sorry again, bro."
I'm sorry
Like,
again,
no,
bro.
like it's it. That's over. Like it's over and done with.
Yeah.
But the last question I have for you is, how many more chapters until we go back to the present time, or is this it? Is this it? Is this the last chapter in the flashback? Because it could be.
Yeah,
Maybe the end of the next
we cut to the
chapter.
future of the kids. We just cut to the future. That was it.
What more do we have to see? Do we have to see Ja Rule, Shanks, and Gabon?
Well, you said
being
you
like,
wanted
"All
to
right,
see Loki go on this adventure.
that's true. That's listen. What do you think? I'm asking you.
Oh,
Is this the last chapter?
I think if there was ever just gonna be a moment to keep it ambiguous, cut back to the future now. But if you want to give everybody the literal answer right now, instead of giving the literal answer at the end of the arc, kind of wrapping it all up all together the same way he did with Brooke's backstory and Thriller Bark, where we got a chunk in the middle, but then we got the final parts of Brooke's backstory at the end of Thriller Bark. That's your time to like really redeem Loki's decision making as opposed to redeeming it now. If anything, this is just the moment that gets Hodgson to be like, okay, bro, I guess Dad did tell you to kill him.
I guess I could see that happening.
I guess your 3 minutes. Your 3 minutes are up.
I'll go talk to Ja Rule, and Luffy's probably going to be asleep. Zoro will probably be asleep. Luffy will wake up like, see, I told you he was a good guy.
Luffy's gonna be like, Shanks was barely in that story. He's gonna be like, I came here for Shanks lore.
Yo,
you gave me nothing.
I think that we'll have one more chapter. I think we'll have one more chapter of a flashback. Just seeing, like, but the pacing is going to be crazy. Oda's going to jump around a lot, and then the next chapter after that.
But if Oda decides to go be a madman and say, nah, baby, it's 2026. We back in the present. Like he really goes whiplash. Like it's January, baby. We out of that year. We back in the present.
2026.
Because
no break.
And
no break.
Did you saw his note that he put out? His writer's Jump Festa note?
Yeah.
Based on that, right? I know I feel like we have this conversation every year. How soon do you think Oda's really trying to finish One Piece now?
There's a difference between when he's trying to finish it versus when it's actually going to finish. Because
I phrased it properly. I tried to phrase it as properly as I can.
Yeah. He's trying to finish this within the next 5 years.
Wow, you still think 5? You still think 5?
Yes. What are you talking about?
I'm
at least.
Only reason I'm not saying 5.
I think it's gonna go on 7 to 8 years more. He's trying to finish it within the next 5.
I think that it goes on for 5 years, and he's trying to finish it in the next 3.
Okay.
Because
we're close.
And the only reason why I'm there is because of the one line. And the one thing I'll give Oda credit for is every time he says that something, his Jump Festa notes of something that's going to happen in a year has always been at least true on that part. Not the ending One Piece part, but like the things that he said we're going to see. The fact that like he's letting us know, oh yeah, we're going to see that man with the burn scar and we're going to the fight, like going to that island now. Like that, him saying that that's happening for 2026 is what puts the boosters in my head.
Okay.
Because the ending part, he said 80%. He said all types of other things, right? But when he says like a moment's going to happen, I think if we're getting to this moment in 2026, like it's either like just going to a short arc right after Elbaf. That means Elbaf has to be ending.
Yeah.
This, you know what I mean? Like within like,
because like the final villain of Elbaf, it's not going to be. It's not even Emu's final form.
Yeah,
it's Emu through a vessel. Like it's not going to last long. And I'm pretty sure the God's Knights are going to run away at some point anyway. Like Salmars is going to like run back to Mary Schwa with his tail tucked between his legs. So like, yeah, Elbaf could end soon, and we're just going to get a lore dump afterwards.
Yeah. So I'm thinking because he just said the man with the burn scar thing and going to that island, even though he was vague, that is what leads me into like, okay, you want to get this done in like the next 3 years, I think, bro.
Dude,
That's what
I'm
makes me
sure
think that.
man's 51. He just turned 51.
Yeah.
God bless his soul. Good for you, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and honestly, I feel like, other people wanted to go on forever because Marco's saying 10 years. I do not think that, bro's like that's where like I think we're lightly not caring about his health. Like it's a real thing, you know what I mean? Like his health, and like that's what it does to mangakas. Like this is we don't want to, like, nobody should. I don't want to say should. My thoughts in regards to how long it's gonna last is I don't want it to ever reach to a point where like we're Tagashi and him. We're begging for, we're putting such a timeline of how much more we want to see and how much more we think we're going to see that we're willing to ask for it at the detriment of the author's health.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah. I got anything else of note?
Sean, this kimono comes from Gap. This is a Gap kimono. It's a jean kimono. You asked that like an hour ago, but this is me finally answering.
Wow, Sean ain't shit.
Yeah, listen.
No, see what he wrote? 51, that's young as hell. Keep pushing.
But you know what? People have that mentality. At the end of the day, no matter what, this is Oda's life work.
Yeah.
This is life's work. And he is going to go down as one of the best, greatest authors.
Nah, 51 is not young as hell in manga, bro. That's like telling a nigga in the NBA, 51, keep pushing.
LeBron, you got another 10 years.
Do it because I want to see you do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Marco said my reason is because I think there's like 4 arcs left, and the final war is going to be one of the longest arcs.
I'll say 2 arcs left, and the final war. I agree with you. Is the longest. It's going to be because at the end of the day, what Oda's always said, the final war is going to make Marineford look like a kiddie fight. So I think it's going to drag.
How many chapters is Marineford? Like 40?
Chapters is Marineford. It is 31.
Oh, so it just has to be double.
That's a little over a year. That's a year and a half.
No, 60.
It's a year and a half.
So if say if the final war is 60 chapters, that's not a year and a half.
That's not including breaks. That's not including breaks.
Yeah.
You put
okay,
breaks
so
in there,
put breaks in there, say
half.
a year and a half, and then another year and a half of shenanigans.
Yeah.
I think that sounds fair because I don't think the final war is going to be a Wano.
No.
100%. I think we will never see an arc as long as Wano ever again. Like I think that's
but that was Oda's, like that's what he was building up for a long. That was his favorite arc.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming through to this One Piece manga chapter live stream. We had a little break. We will be way back. Chapter 1170. Next chapter will be coming out next Sunday, so we will be back here. Hopefully, we can maybe find a guest. Trying to get Izzy to do it because Izzy finally decided to read the manga.
He caught up.
After I'm doing a lot of work.
Corey got him.
I'm doing. Listen, I know you don't care about getting other people to start One Piece, Danny, but I'm out here doing the work, man.
Yeah, there you go. Listen, this is me doing the work right now.
Oh yeah. But yeah, hopefully we can get a guest come through for next stream. If not, you guys will always have us. You guys got to settle. You know what I mean? Also, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. More streams coming up this week. Kimmy will be doing her 4th stream in Skypiea. She is chugging along. She is more than halfway through the arc. So within like the next, she'll be in Water 7 probably in 3 weeks. Wow. Finally.
We did it. Water 7. That'll get her.
Yeah.
Well, any sloppy, whatever.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. They had me at when Usopp and them started fighting, but that's
true.
I'm an emotional.
Things got serious real quick.
Yeah. But yeah, make sure you guys check that out. Kimmy will be doing that Monday. Danny will be doing Blue Lock Wednesday. We got to figure out when we're doing Kagurabachi because it's been a month already. Don't know how that happened.
There's only 3 chapters out. I just checked.
Oh, okay, cool. Maybe we do it.
2 weeks.
Maybe we could do it next Sunday. Maybe the same day we do One Piece. See if Kimmy's free.
Okay.
And then we just knock those out. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No JoJo's yet. All right, yeah, there's nothing else. Yeah, subscribe, notification bell, hit the like on the stream. 12 viewers, 8 likes, guys. Like that, hit that Pause that.
Please.
Thank you guys again for coming through. And on that note,
See ya. Thank you.
chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side.
Get out of here.